Hey guys, thanks for tuning in to my drive-by. You don't want to be sad, so you don't want to be grandpa, right? I am on I-75 going southbound towards Naples, Florida. And today is the 2nd of June, 2016. We're looking at 93 degrees Fahrenheit. Pretty warm out today, and hope everybody's doing good. Night was cold and the wind did blow. Out of an alley a black cat did stroll. Mind bender, baby's what you be. Mind bender woman made a mess out of me. That's one of my kind of rap songs. And here's another one. Superman is who I am. I landed in a rocket from a foreign land. My mom, my pop, they brought me up the best, but they knew I was different from the rest. So I packed up my bags and I headed for the city. Don't you know the music funky girls are pretty? So I gotta do a little bit more on that. A little more focusing on it. I was doing it, then I stopped. But that's kind of some of my rhyme and rhythm. You know, if I practice a little bit more, I could probably get better. I've got some Music Craft, which is a really nice program by Acoustical, and it's a really nice for beats and sound where you can put together. Is pretty neat. So let's go ahead and start my drive-by today. And what we're going to talk about. I want to talk about what's the most effective ammunition. And this is, man, I'm telling you guys, this is a crazy subject because there are so many types of ammunition. Child abduction, you see that? Tan 2001 Chevrolet Impala or Malibu. They have this, and they get the Amber Alerts too. So somebody got abducted in Lee County over there. A little girl got abducted, 9-year-old girl by some guy. They got all the information, so they know what it is. But anyway, so yeah, get back to the ammunition. Ammunition. What's the best? You know, right now I am consolidating my gun collection. I'm selling a lot of guns that I don't use. I don't even need them anymore. I had thousands and thousands of dollars of high-end 1911s that I just look at. Probably not the best investment. So I'm moving down, and I want to have, you know, I got my 45s, and I'll never sell my H&K 45 or my Glock 45. Those two are custom. They're really nice. I'm going to probably get a threaded barrel from H&K 45. My Smith & Wesson 500, I don't know. I haven't fired it. I sold it and bought it 3 more times, and I still got it. I might not. I had a 5.7, I sold it. So right now I'm in a situation, I want to get a high capacity defensive handgun. And I don't know what the best is, really. I see reports on 5.7. I look at the round 5.78 by 28 millimeter. It's a 40 to 61 grain bullet. Very light, very flat shooting. You can get armor piercing. If you get the SS 198s, those will penetrate body armor. The 197s and the American Eagle will not. And you can get some Elite Ammunition makes ammunition, our weapons makes ammunition for it. So there's a lot of different kind of ammunition you can get for those guns to make it effective. 20 rounds is nice, 30 rounds holds 20 rounds. Nice gun in a $1,200 to $1,300 range, which is still not a bad price. Is it a good self-defense? Shit hits the fan gun. You know, I don't know. I will let the public out there decide. 45 ACP, and a Glock, is it an F&P? You know, 9mm, 40 Smith & Wesson, 10mm. 10mm is nice, yeah it is, it's a good round, a lot of kick, but is it the best? So I guess that's what I'm trying to weigh, and if I can get the best defensive gun, I'll have 2 of them. So 2 of them for backup. And you know, if you get like a 5.7 by 28 millimeter, something like that gun, you can really have a lot of ammunition. 500, 600, 1,000 rounds. They don't weigh anything at all. The bullets are almost weightless, and you could go ahead and get a lot of really snappy bullets. You can get some snappy bullets that approach the kick-in power of a 9mm. Pretty close to it, you know, 300 and some foot-pounds. You know, it probably won't, I mean, there's probably 9mm, it's going to probably, because it'll hold more powder, and it's a little bit bigger bullet, so it's going to move, you know, not as fast, but if it's moving, it'll have more inertia and more kinetic energy moving. But 5.7 is a great gun too. So we have to weigh now which is the best bullet. You know, is it 22 Magnum? Is it 17 HR? Is it 22 caliber? Is it 9mm? Is it 40 Smith & Wesson? Is it 10mm? Is it 45 ACP? Is it 50 Action Express? Overall, for a battle gun, I mean, you really want to put a threat down. Is the 5.7 will it do it? I know a 10mm will do it. Or should you have a rifle or an AR pistol or something like that? Is that a better gun to have? You know, they make a lot of money out here in sod. See, that's the left there in this truck. Sod, they make a lot of cash. Quite a bit out here, because everybody's doing sod. And now you see up on the top here, child abduction, up on top, that's the kind of displays they have above the interstate here. So when somebody gets abducted, they have it on the screen there. And I guess somebody must have got abducted. Okay, and I just had to, I actually had a turn. Now I just turned onto Laurel Road, off of I-75. You didn't see me because I had to take a break and I had a phone call come in. But yeah, so I'd like to really weigh the 5.7 issue. It is a kick-ass gun just for the capacity, that 20 rounds. The only thing I kind of like the older USG model because it has fixed sights. And on the new one, they're target sights only. And I would rather have fixed sights. I think it makes it more of a combat gun, easier to carry, you know, in your holster or whatever. So I had a 5.7. I sold it with a threaded barrel. I will probably get another 5.7, and I'm going to probably get a barrel for my H&K 45, a threaded barrel, and you know, I just don't shoot as much as I used to, guys. You know, and you know, guys, at one time I had 50 guns, okay? I had 50 guns. I had $50,000, okay, just in high-end 1911s, okay? Just in 1911s, okay? And that's not many. That's maybe 10 1911s. I had about 50,000 and 10 or 15 1911s. And had about 40 other guns. And my 40 other guns that I did have, I had just about every Smith & Wesson made, okay? Just about every single one, even the 41 Magnum, which was the Highway Patrol one. I don't know if you guys remember that one. I had all the Performance Center guns, all the 500s, the 460s, 9mm, 10mm, I had all of them. I had just about every Dan Wesson revolver made, with the removable barrels and all that. I had a bunch of Colts. I probably had about 10 Colt 1911s, and I probably had 5 Colt Pythons. The 22, 357, the blue, the nickel. You know, I had a lot of nice guns. And then as far as in Kimbers, I had probably about 10 Kimbers. I mean, a lot of them I didn't even do a YouTube channel. And this was before I was doing videos on YouTube. And I had sold them before. Now, I will probably be getting some other really high-end guns. That's not going to be for a few years if everything goes right. The thing that butchered me back and put me back a little is I had to get some surgery. I had to get a operation, and my operation was $230,000, and insurance only paid about $170,000. So I had to come up with, you know, $60,000 almost, $50,000-$60,000 there, sundry fees, and I was able to raise all the money and get rid of all my bills. So I have a few bills, but not much, and I was able to keep, you know, a large assortment of my guns, but a lot of them I don't fire, so, you know, sitting in the safe, I don't know, I'd rather have liquid cash and spend the money. So, you know, I'm going to keep certain ones, but the ones I keep are going to be very highly customized, nice guns that I like. I'm not going to keep probably any run-of-the-mill ones, because, you know, a lot of those guns are dime a dozen. Now, if Hillary gets in and they want to do the gun ban, I definitely will be buying some. And there's another blinker person, see? I mean, the name of my Florida drive-by should be Florida drive-by, no blinkers. Let's see what this guy's going to do in the GMC. Is he going to do the same thing? You know, the guy in front of us didn't use his blinker. But I'm going through Venice right now, Venice, Florida. And I'm going to go, I'm taking US 41. Most of the time my GPS wants me to take it the other way and go, you know, the throughway, I-75. But 41 is fine. I have something to do. I probably should do it now, but I can do it tomorrow. But yeah, so that's the big one. You know, what caliber is the best, you know, for the defensive gun? I don't know. They just make so many. My head just starts spinning around and I get a headache. 45's great. 10 millimeters great. 5.7 I think is a good caliber, as long as you have the right bullet. So if you do get a 5.7, invest in some good ammunition. And I think if you invest in some good ammunition, you'll be happy with its performance. And get to be accurate with it. You know, when you have a bunch of guns, you have a bunch of guns that you're not accurate on all of them, and then you just have a bunch of guns. So I want to try to, you know, if my shit hits the fan gun, you know, mainly I'd like to have up basically maybe 1 or 2 calibers. Right now I have 45, so I got 2, you know, some 45s, and then if I go to 5.7, I'd like to have at least 2 5.7 guns. Well, we're gonna see. I'm still weighing. I could have just, I saw my F&P 45 tactical. I could have bought another one today. I could have got it for $850. An F&P tactical black. Hardly fired like 50 rounds. But then I said, if I get it, what am I going to do with it? Just look at it. Because I know if half of these I don't even fire these guns, so. It's cool to have, it's nice to have, but you know. And then with all the guns I had to buy, you know, a big safe. So I bought like a $6,000 safe to keep all my guns in. I wanted to get the best safe at the time, you know, that had all these guns. So I did get a really good safe. But, so, you know, it's apples and oranges a lot of times. You know, you think of this about guns. And really, one gun is probably enough. But yeah, let me know. I want to know about calibers. What do you think is the best caliber? And I'll give you a little sample of my rap at the end of this one. I'm spitting words. I'm spitting. I gotta go. I'm spitting words on fire into the microphone. Pump up the amplifier until it explodes. All right, guys. Talk to you later. I'm gonna try to start doing a little bit more of my rap stuff, which I really like, some country singing. So I'm going to try to do that and get some out and see what you think. Say what you think. I'm going to do it. But I like the one I did combine a bunch of them. Here's another one. And this was just, woke up in the morning to the sounds of the street, looked out my window, what did I see? Pushers on a corner, freaks in the street, life in the city isn't very sweet. So there's a few things. And here's some people here just hanging out in the bicycles. You gotta be careful, you don't run them over. Yeah. we're afraid you're gonna run over. But a lot of times in them bicycle stuff, you can have your bicycle at the bus stop, and what happens, the actual bus stop picks you up, and you can put your bike in the bus. You know, it's a thing where it can store your bike on the back, which is kind of neat. And here's Pizza Hut. Boy, I feel like going for a salad. I like Pizza Hut salads. I really do. But we're going to pass it now because I got some work to do. And I'll try to get some fishing videos out too, guys. You know, myself, I'll tell you a little bit about myself in this driveway too. Just drive by. I was doing all this construction here, you can see on the right. I've been a pretty good hunter, pretty good car gearhead, you know, rebuilding blown engines and stuff. Not really a mechanic as much as just customizing cars. Pretty hot into the guns and stuff, you know, configuration, shooting them, customizing them. Do construction work for a very long time. A lot of construction, electrical work, plumbing, highly efficient computer, a little bit of programming, a lot of hardware fix, break, reinstalling, Windows configuring, network computer stuff. Got my A+, you know, some other certifications, and a little bit of everything. I'm pretty multifaceted. The exercise arena, was longest runner for like 10 years. Exercised for like 30. That's why I got my heart attack, gained a little weight, eating too much. So I didn't do it much. So I'm back onto dieting and kind of watching my diet now a lot better than I used to. Cutting out the Chinese buffets and all the shitty food. Watching my blood pressure, that's the biggest thing that'll save your life. And there's a lot of pawn shops out here. Over here on the right, they're really ripping everything up. There's a few flea markets. You know, they're okay here unless you go to the bigger flea markets. And some, you know, you are able to sell guns in flea markets out here too. But if friggin' Hillary Clinton gets on, I think it's going to be history. So right now, it's get what you can get. And, you know, I would recommend everybody, because of this pending doom that's coming up, you know, if you don't have a lot of money, at least maybe try to pick up, you know, like a PMR 30, which is a 22 Magnum high capacity gun, and a 5.7. Probably ideal would be to pick up a PMR 30 and a 5.7 before like a Smith & Wesson 500 or a 1911, because those pretty much always probably be around. But the high capacity guns that are so-called cop killers and high capacity, you know, they say, oh, you know, those are the guns that they're going to ban the quickest, the fastest, high capacity shit. That'll be gone. And right now, you for $450, $500, you can get a PMR 30, which there's a classic car on the left there, El Camino, it looks like. I never liked those wagon El Caminos anyway. I thought they were ugly cars myself. Now, I like El Camino, but I just don't like when they have that like trunk in the back of it. I think that sucks. I don't think it looks. It's just not for me. But anyway, guys, okay, it feels actually like starting a weekend, but it's not. And they have fireworks here. You could buy them all the time, 2 for $1. And they're legal in Florida. So, I mean, a lot of stuff is legal here that's illegal in your other states and stuff. You gotta realize that. But okay, thanks a lot for tuning in on this US 41 and DriveBy Southern Florida. I'd love to hear, what do you think the best ammunition is? You know, the most defensive, and in which gun, you know, and why. So just don't go say this, say why, price, and what gun, and, you know, why that ammunition you would pick over another gun. Thanks a lot, guys. Have a great day.